Peace be upon you. Today I bring you a haunting and extraordinary true story. One that spans decades of suffering, betrayal, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Our story begins during the French Protectorate in Morocco, which lasted from 1912 to 1956. In that era, a French army officer named Pierre Christian was stationed in Morocco. Before departing, he told his wife, Josefa, "I'm leaving and I may be delayed. You know how assignments can stretch on." Josefa, deeply in love with her husband, refused to be left behind. "Impossible," she declared. I'm coming with you to Morocco. Wherever you go, I go." They settled in the historic city of Meknes, where Josefa opened an elegant French restaurant and bar called Victoria. It quickly became one of the most renowned establishments in the city, serving sophisticated French cuisine to a distinguished clientele. The business flourished, and Josefa built a new life in Morocco. In 1952, their daughter was born, a beautiful girl they named Arlette. But in 1956, the French Protectorate ended, and French forces withdrew from Morocco. Some French citizens remained there, those with business interests or Moroccan spouses. Pierre Christian eventually passed away, leaving Josefa and young Arlette alone. Years later, Josefa fell gravely ill and became bedridden. It was 1967, and Arlette was now 15 years old. Though Josefa refused to leave the land where she had built her life and where her husband was buried, she feared for her daughter's future. One day, Josefa summoned a trusted family friend, Abdelhamid, a high-ranking officer in the Moroccan security services. "Abdelhamid," she whispered weakly, "I trust no one as I trust you. You were my husband's friend, a part of our family. I'm nearing the end of my days, and I must entrust you with my daughter Arlette. Please take her to the French embassy and ensure she is reunited with her grandfather in France. She has no one else in this world." Abdelhamid promised to fulfill her dying wish. The next day, Josefa passed away. Abdelhamid handled the funeral arrangements, then took 15-year-old Arlette to his home. His wife was barren, unable to bear children. "Keep her here," he told his wife. "Let her help you with household chores until I can arrange for her to reach her grandfather in France." But Abdelhamid had no intention of letting Arlette leave. One day, when his wife was out, Abdelhamid returned from work and called Arlette to a private room. Without warning, he struck her expertly on the neck, rendering her unconscious. When she awoke hours later, she had been raped. He entered the room again, his voice cold and menacing. "Listen carefully. You have no one in this world but me. You cannot escape. You must accept your reality. I will give you everything you need, but you will stay with me." Arlette wept, broken and terrified. Fearing she would expose him, Abdelhamid bound her and summoned his wife. "If you speak a word of this to anyone," he threatened, "I swear to God I will kill you all. This girl is mine now. You know I've tolerated your inability to bear children. She will be my compensation." He paused, then added, "From this day forward you will change her name from Arlette to Naïma. If you hear her use her real name, warn her immediately." Naïma was the name of Abdelhamid's first wife, a deliberate act of erasure, of psychological domination. Over the years, Arlette, now called Naïma, was imprisoned in her own home. Abdelhamid would lock her in a room, rape her repeatedly, and force her into bearing his children, 7 children in total. sons and daughters born of violence and captivity. He registered all 7 children under the name of his first wife, Naïma, creating a bureaucratic nightmare that would haunt them for decades. His current wife, believing Naïma was simply her new legal name, remained unaware of the horrific deception. The children grew up enduring their father's brutality, beatings, humiliation, and cruelty. Abdelhamid would bind them for months if they disobeyed, treating them with inhuman cruelty. He seemed to despise them, perhaps because they were born of rape, perhaps because they were constant reminders of his crimes. The eldest son, Adel, suffered immensely, but he was also observant and determined. One day, Adel discovered something strange. His mother's name on documents was Naïma, and his father's wife was also named Naïma. How could this be? He questioned his mother, who finally revealed the truth. My real name is Arlette. Your father stole my identity and changed my documents. Adel was devastated but resolved. In 2000, he took his mother to the police station and reported that she was a French citizen, living without documentation since 1952. But Abdelhamid was a powerful figure, a senior officer in the department responsible for foreign residents. The system protected him, not his victim. Shockingly, Arlette was charged with document fraud and sentenced to 4 months in prison, suspended, plus a fine. Adel paid the fine and freed his mother, but the injustice was crushing. Undeterred, Adel went to the French embassy. My mother is French, he pleaded. Her name is Arlette, daughter of Pierre Christian and Josepha. She was born here in 1952, but my father destroyed all her documents. The embassy officials were skeptical. Many people claimed French citizenship to migrate to France. They said, "Bring us proof." Adel returned home desperate. Then he remembered his mother's old school registration card from when she was a child, before her father died. Abdelhamid had destroyed most documents, but in his arrogance, he had overlooked this one small card. Adel stole the card and rushed back to the embassy. "Here," he said, placing the weathered document on the desk. "This is her school card. Her name is Arlette Christian. Her mother is Josepha. Please, investigate." The embassy officials examined the card and began their research. They discovered that the Victoria restaurant still existed in Meknes, and that Abdelhamid was running it. They found property records showing that Josepha had owned significant assets, lands, investments, the restaurant itself. All of it should have belonged to Arlette. The pieces fell into place. This was not just a case of identity theft. It was decades of systematic abuse, imprisonment, and rape. In 2002, 35 years after her mother's death, Arlette finally received travel documents and boarded a plane to France. There she discovered that her grandfather had left her an inheritance, properties, villas, farms, and her mother's Moroccan assets, which she had been unaware of all those years. But she never stopped fighting for her children. To this day, she continues to demand that her 7 children be brought to France and granted French citizenship. She seeks justice, not only for herself, but for the children who suffered under Abdelhamid's cruelty. And Abdelhamid, he was never held accountable for his crimes. This is the story of Arlette, a woman who endured 35 years of captivity, who lost her identity, her children, and her youth, but who never lost her will to survive and seek justice. May God grant her peace, and may her story remind us of the countless victims whose voices remain unheard. End of story.